स्टार्ट शुरू में बता।
One of the most beautiful journey, the journey where my facilitator, Mr. Abdur Rahim Sami, gave his 500%. Not just 100%, 500%. And not only him, the student. If Mr. Sami gave 500%, the student gave 10,000%. His application was expiring on 13th of August. He has a flight tonight or tomorrow, I guess, something like that. So he has a flight. He have to clear exam today, and there were so many factors affecting on that. So I don't want to get into depth. I will get as we move forward. What I want, Mr. Sami, let Mr. Emery share his journey, and then
Right.
we will. Mr. Emery, the stage is yours. Any way you like to share, please.
Yeah. Hello. Good evening, everybody. My journey starts with this book. I'll show you this,
Okay.
the book, and signed and given to me. That time I was not aware.
Which
The
date? Mr. Please tell the date. What is the date I put there?
date 2 July 2024.
2 July 2024. I hand
First,
over to him in Qatar.
Okay.
yeah, first initiation time facilitation.
Uh,
I'm gonna go do this course or not thinking about this, and it takes a bit time, and really I can make it or not because I want to tell the previous experience first in PMP. Like I get one of the fancy American application or course before
Mhm.
and give n number of slides and then make me crazy and I never finish and I was falling asleep and these slides coming and you are very comfortable. I have everything in my hand, you think, and I have a lot of time to cover everything. Yeah, I'm talking about my PMP
Mhm.
experience, nothing to do with the current PGMP. And that time, suddenly COVID come and then Agile come, the book, PM book change. I gave up, and most of the people in the market and this kind of things they tackle. And also, I have friends going to do some courses, and they are also having not that quality. The anybody who has the PMP certificate, they go and give courses and give the slides. These slides, you get this slide and you're reading like a robot, and then this makes. They explain to me, friends, and it's also not efficient. I'm talking about what happened. And I gave up, and suddenly they told me, without PMP, you can go ahead for the PGMP. No problem. If you have certain experience, like this experience calls, and I didn't realize I was working as a program manager because of sometimes they call program, portfolio, these big words, and you don't know those days, and you work for as a project, and you handle as a project, as a program, unfortunately. If you work and you don't aware of the program, you work as a project. Although the project in components have some relationship, we didn't be aware, of course, facilities and some interface points and dependencies, overall schedule, master schedule, etc. Anyway, this was the thing, and I started journey a year ago almost, but like everybody have different schedule, different things. I never had enough quality time to concentrate and complete in one hit. I start a few days break and coaching call coming weekends. I have another priorities. I had a lot of good coaching calls, but I never finish. I start 3 hours, 5 hours. I couldn't make it, and it postponed at the end. Till coming to the end, and I tried to figure out, and Mr. Mr. Sami told me book to date and go ahead. This is the only way. We tried. And anyway, we paid for the exam without finishing any mock-up, anything. I booked the exam. The final mock-ups, everything is clear, the things, and we have the enough coaching, and we know the subject, we know the frames of the what is it, and there's a nice book, and we can understand the things. But question changing and everything changing, I haven't prepared well, and 1 week ago I failed, and it was very difficult. And 4 days left. I failed the exam for very badly, and I realized this question are very different, very difficult. I thought, and for example, governance, my level is not even under, very low level. So I make a plan with Mr. Sami and said, I'm gonna try. I will do it before this session. I don't want to go another 4 days left, and I study 4 days hard. And I know the subject, I didn't do the preparation. And so I did the preparation. It doesn't mean we have the similar question, but everything on. Understand the concept in 4 days, day and night. I work and some habits, like instead of going, everybody has some habits. Staying at home, I go to library. I study there, concentrate fully, and till 8 o'clock. I give the enough time. In 4 days, from the bottom, I go above, above expectation. One of the time, because I don't know how understand the governance, and governance. One day, next day, I realized governance means everything. That up to that time, I couldn't realize what is it, and you are automatically understand. And 4 days, we consolidated everything. Mr. Sami gave me a roadmap. You can do it, and as Mr. Amir also called me, it's a good moral, and you can do it, and something. But I worked 4 days, even I was working, and because these 4 days was enough to pass. In 4 days, you can change everything if you have enough guidance and things. Okay, I really appreciate other colleague. He's very something. He works everything. This different style, different people, different time frame, and but I think in the 4 days we finished the job. And successfully we passed. Things are changing, but I realize we can do it. And I realize that, like Mr. Amir, we need to make our monitor must be open all the time, which I was not doing. Also, I close it because under it, and you need to show. The online thing also not very easy. You need to show full hand. And with this is very important. When he was saying, sometimes I also close. Sometimes you go somewhere else. You are not giving the. If you give that 1 hour, give this 1 hour fully, and you work it. You don't need many hours to succeed. It just this is my way, and I finished this journey this way. Thank you very much, and I think it's understandable. And I want to tell my issue is that I didn't do the PMP. I jump to the PgMP, the next step. This is give a gap feeling for me. Some basics are not there, or I know differently. And in 2 days, 3 days, they give me this mentality, give the PM I had. I'm reading the question, not 4 times, 2 times, 1 time normal. And no, PM I had, this not C, D, this not B, A. You can find a way how to think this way and finish the job. That's what I wanted to say, and thank you so much for the help and support, everything. And I recommend everyone to not to go through all things, just target one subject and some date and do it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Emery, for giving it such a detail. Uh, so, Mr. Sami, I want you before I will go into other details, but I want you to share here for everyone because what he did in last 4 days that he cleared the exam. Please.
Okay, first of all, Mr. Emery, really proud of you. As Mr. Ahmed said in the beginning, the last 4 days, I was never so worried for my student like you because because of multiple factors. Number one, I personally met him in Qatar 3 times. Whenever I travel there, he is so polite. He's so uh, he always loved to meet. We always have the food together, lunch together. Number one of that affiliation, and number two, it was already 1 year ago that we met for the first time, and the relationship that we have built is very nice. And then now come to the real subject. His application is expiring on 13th of August. When I met him in beginning of July in Qatar, I said, Mr. Emery, there is no other way. Please book the exam. He doesn't have the time. I said, okay, no problem. We will try, but just book the exam because anyway, your money will be lost. I told him very directly like this. He said, okay, let's book. 1st of August was the date. We booked it. But in the July, he was really busy, very difficult to give even 1 hour a day. And on 2nd of August, he had the flight for 3 weeks vacation. He went into the exam 1st of August. We tried 2 3 days before, really hard, but unfortunately, he failed the exam. This is for the first time we are telling officially that after so much time and without doing the preparation, he failed the exam on 1st of August. On 2nd of August, he called me. I said, okay, now what is the plan? He told me, I have changed my flight. So number one, he said, I have changed my flight. I have paid the re-exam fee. Now tell me the date when we can take the exam in the nearest possible time. Then I asked him, okay, 13th of August is your last date. What is your when you can maximum wait when you can take your flight because he has a family who is already scheduled for the vacations. Everything is already paid, right, Mr. Emery? Everything is fully booked. I said, okay, what is
Yes.
the maximum? What is the maximum time you can stay? He said, maximum 8th I can wait, and in the morning I have to travel. Otherwise, I will have the problem with the family. I said, okay. This is 2nd of August morning when we are talking. I said, okay, book 7th of August. There is no other option. Third, fourth, 5, 6, 4 days. I told him, give me 50 hours. I told him, give me 50 hours. I will try our best to pass the exam. I had the live calls with him 3 days. We were sitting 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever was this thing. He said, I cannot study at home, although he's alone, but it got distraction. He went to the library starting from in Qatar 8 a.m. till 8 p.m. He was the last person to go out of the library. Everything was empty, everything was closed. That was a dedication. 12 for the 48 hours, he prepared as he said, and after 2 days, he started to get the feeling that this was the tone of the exam, this was the concept I was missing, this is a mistake I did. Whatever he was doing, we were discussing on regular basis, 24/7. We were on WhatsApp coordinating. We had the live calls. He did final mocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, did RCA. He did blue mocks, 9 mocks. We did RCA. Then last 1.5 days, he did purple questions with complete understanding of the tone of the questions. He read the booklet 1 time. And he did this question only 1 time, but that 1 time was better than 3 times doing it very fast. Because Mr. Emery will explain much better how he studied, but this was the approach. In 50 hours, we made sure that he passed the exam with, first of all, failing, going fully demotivated. Next day, he wake up and said, I have to do it. There is no other option. I said, okay, let's try. And then we did it. So that was his journey. So, Mr. Emery, how you were doing the questions in the last 2 days? Because yesterday, I want you to tell in your own words how you attempted these purple questions yesterday.
This I start and one by one and to understand the question. Sometimes you don't understand the question. Sometimes you don't understand the replies, and sometimes you don't understand full concept. And like I said, from the need as it says needs improvement count above target in 4 days possible, and because full concept is changing, and important is not to go fast as you said and to understand each question. And I understood and it's back on me, and that I don't know the exact frame. And I said to you, Mr. Sami, if you are positioned to prepare the question, that you understand the concept,
Right.
and this is the level. Or I'm not level to. Please understand, I am humbly saying this is not my level. But you start trying to structure a question. How can be this? Or like a billiard, the two balls close to each other, and you make the second shot. And this is kind of expression. But
Right.
I'm telling the same question will come is not this theory. Maybe nobody take such a short time the second. It's not true. Totally 90% was the question was changed, shuffle, and new question came. But
Right. So it
concept
means
is
that
similar.
even in the same month, 1st of August, 7th of August, with a duration of 5 days, 90% exam was changed. So everybody who is
Like
preparing for the exam, number one thing,
Wait, wait,
without
wait. I want to understand here. So our conversation was that we were thinking the same exam will come, right? This was even the last conversation, Mr. Sami. You were saying that the same exam probably will come. So how much the exam was different? How much percentage?
90% different.
That
It's
is,
means
shuffled.
yeah.
Shuffled. New question coming. Maybe after 1 hour, different question coming.
Hmm.
If you enter the morning session and evening session,
So
different
this
question.
means they have a big data bank. That's a good thing. PMI has a big data bank and they are giving questions from that. Okay. So let me ask you this thing. You started the journey with a booklet, PGMP booklet, right? How you correlate the booklet with the exam? How would you put into that way? How important that booklet is or the correlation with that is?
Yeah, booklet gives you very good confidence, and small tiny book and not 500 pages, so you can have it, and it's summarized and everything. And the other small details you need to, like your culture, the with unfortunately there was no calculation, but calculation was easy question for easy for me, because even without calculation I can guess zero point 0.9 which project is ahead. This gone already two exam, there is no calculation, but calculation wise question was good for me because most of the time 95% I could get them. But this is also gone. This
so
is
so it means all
book
the questions are scenario based.
scenario based, and maybe benefit was very too much mix, and difficult subject also. Benefit is a bit flu still, I need to go through because that part is very mixed. Benefit management frames and
Okay.
closing. Anyway, but book is good enough to understand. And the center said this is the, they have many PMP, many people there in the same time. It's a place also giving the training where I had this exam in Doha. And they said this is the most, they surprised also because 3 days, 4 days ago I was there. And this is the most difficult exam. They said we are not trying to start yet
Hmm.
to establish. They're talking about it, and they don't know but what they know is a very difficult exam because people come and going, I think. But we don't want to, our aim is not to say to our friends or who's listening to this to frighten this very difficult exam. Nothing difficult. But we are not saying also I get the same question and we have the same question. You need to understand small difference and small tones. I aim to, there is no accommodation for me in a small time to misunderstand project program or something. I eliminate this part of it, and I really cut this kind of errors from my end. This help, otherwise I cannot do it. You need to be careful about sometimes this Mr. Sami always says makeup tone. Something is not there, they make some different planning or different word, change one word, and they're making this tone, and you need to eliminate. And like last time in the things, something you need to be aware of it. But our language is not native actually for me. It's like micromanagement. You need to understand. You need to eliminate. And I was thinking central last couple of days. Give some examples. Some central thinking. Central thinking, functional manager. Maybe it's positive, but it's negative. It depends how you look. If you PMO and you make centralization, I think it's 3 days ago I was thinking it's positive. After 3 days, it's a negative feeling. And this kind of things helpful, and it means we can do it. We need to be positive, even darkest time of the day, closest to the daylight. So 4 days journey, we can explain like that.
Very good. And Mr. Emre, only before we move forward, what was the average length of the questions? 3 to 4 liner, 2 liner, 1 liner?
5 liners also there, 5 liners.
Okay.
And 2 liners, 1 liners also there. And in the beginning, the first time was not enough. Second time I had 30 minutes available.
That was also one positive point. Like to manage the time is also very important. Like you did in the second time.
But everybody says this first 50 question very heavy and demoralize you, and you cannot do this kind of. Last 50 question very motivate you, and if you have still energized. And small things like AC coming, I have experience now. I drop, I take it there because my eyes is getting dry.
That's a very interesting point that is coming, and you. Yes.
Because I took 2 glasses there. One, this is 2 glasses, 4.5 hours, because my age is I'm not young. That it's tiring, and the AC full-time working. My eyes drying, and you want to close your eyes or something. And I drop, I take it small. One time I drop, they let you do it. They let you, and I drop, help me. Instead of going and washing your face and losing time, I gain time, and I two spectacles and ready and press and clean. And because the hot temperature things and can be after certain time not visible, and you change the other, and the other one more zoom, and I'm concentrating more, and I change like that 2-3 times. This
very
is
good, very good input for the people who are especially using the glasses. Okay, and Mr. Emre, what about the exam content outline? How relevant was it in the exam? Eco.
Most of the question eco was hidden there, I believe, but most of the question is all the time case relevant, and there is a story, and all the time program manager, what you do, program manager, you are there, what is your action? And one of the I memorized most of the question this time rather than first time. This means you're more captured and
more focused
after the exam and see the difference. Still, some similar. This is another thing. Some similar question comes and you mark it without reading. This is a big mistake, or I see this second defense. First, you find, for example, contingency, management, reserve. You find the answer. Second, you need to understand this is not the answer, and they ask another part of it.
It's a very important point. Very important time.
Mr. Emre,
don't use your memory to give the answers.
That's a very important thing that we even discussed 2 times when we had last conversation.
No, I'm not giving the answers. Concept. Concept is, I'm not telling the question. I'm telling that there is a first layer of answer, and the second layer of real answer, and you trap it. And this is the you need to open your mind.
Okay.
You are the expert. You know better
Yeah.
than how to
Mr.
teach
Amri,
this.
in the entire journey, it took us 1 year from the time and our application was expiring. How important the follow-up was there to make sure you stay aligned?
Yeah, this is very important. I paid so much money other courses, and there was no follow up.
Hmm.
And what you do is asking extension. They give you extension if you have some reason, but extension not giving any benefit. After that, time is passing again, and you pay extra something, or you quit. You gave up. You explain your many students coming to you have the similar background. They experience badly like this, and so many things are not good. And coaching is good, but coaching from who? It's important. This is the
Hmm.
expert people you need to get, and normally this, and we are proud of also be as a network, and I have a lot of friends now, and I'm proud of part of it, and this multinational environment and diversity good
Thank
to
you.
be part of it, and all over the world they are coming, and thanks friends who introduced me to you, and we will continue to our network together, I believe. And
So, Mr. Amri, now PGMP is done. PGMP is done. What is the next thing for you? You want to do PMP because you watch a lot of my videos, or you want to go for PFMP now?
I, I'm not quite sure. I will talk separately with you to send
Right.
Okay,
recommendation.
so I want to get your closing remarks. So maybe you can speak Turkish as well as Russian.
Russian also I speak.
Can you say something about the program in Turkish if you like, or in Russian, whatever?
Turkish and then Russian, so that we have a
Let
multicultural
me
thing,
put
and you are
let me put you on this pin so that I can use that. Okay, I always like to get a separate language. Please,
first in Turkish.
Turkish.
First in Turkish.
Bu program hakkında bilgiler verdim dinleyenlere. Gerçekten çok fokus olmuş bir team burada var. Coaching olarak çok değerli ve hakim ve sizi devamlı rahatsız etmeden devamlı takip ediyorlar ve böyle bir takımla çalışmaktan gurur duyuyorum. Sonuçta herkese öneriyorum. Türkçe böyle oldu. This was the Turkish part.
Okay,
Okay.
very good. Now Russian, please.
Я хотел рекомендовать вам это обучение программу PGMP, потому что мы очень короткое время, на 4 дня мы успели это получить результат. В маркете никого нету, чтобы делали так быстро, как они. Потому что я очень рекомендую вам это процесс, это метод, чтобы не попробуйте сами или дорогое место, которые американские разные места. И здесь вы можете успеть. Я рекомендую вас. I
Thank you
think
very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Emre. It
recommendation.
was, yes, very good, very nice. Only last question. What will be your advice for the students in our batch 13 group and all other students who have not yet taken the exam and they are waiting for the last moment to jump into the exam without preparation or with less preparation? How would be your advice to them? Either they should go without preparation or give at least 80 to 100 hours and get fully prepared in the exam. The last closing remarks for our students who are already enrolled with us.
No, this everybody has a life and social family, other things. This is a very difficult task. If you work in the client, maybe you can have more time. Sometimes people make many of times there, and but normal working time. If you work in the night and you go to meeting next day, you're gonna sleep in the meeting. It's not possible, and then that's why very difficult task to make it happen. Maybe like I said, if you have very intensive working time. I was also heard this one IT guy. He was make it very fast. He impressed me. In 1 week, 2 weeks, he get take a day off, go somewhere. If you are not do your accommodate yourself where you can work silently and habit, everybody, the working environment is very important. In the university also, there must be group of people, or you must be work alone or together, according to your habit, tailor-made solution. Mr. Sami give you roadmap. You do this. He told me, don't do this, do this. But before, unfortunately, even the coaching, everything was perfect, but he gave 200 question. I cannot do at work. I cannot do after work. It takes me 3 days minimum. And after that, another 30 question, 50 question coming is accumulating. And this is not possible. If you don't have time, take 1 week off like that, 5 days off. Go to the one time and finish it up. If you have the coming to the end, but going out is difficult, and intensive focusing is enough to handle it. And we have our experience. We can always share, and every people who were here shared also. And I really like friends above target everything. He has extraordinary other friend make a different way of thing, and everybody eat yogurt different way. Somebody this way, the other. At the end of the day, this is a good community. This people, not only for the here, good is not commercially bonded. These people are really 1 year. Who will do this to you? 1 year passed, and I still attending the course, coaching. They can give you slide, and that's it. This is what I want to highlight again. And thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Emre. Thank you very much, Mr. Sami. Now, I want to end this thing with this very, very important thing. If you have a dream, you have to protect that dream. If you have a dream, you need to go for that dream. If you have a dream, you need a date for it to make it a goal. And that's what Mr. Emery and Mr. Sami did. With a failure 5 days back and getting done in such a quick time, with such a tense environment and walking it, proving that yes, I can do it. It was one of my favorite journey, Mr. Emery, and thank you very much for making it memorable. Thank you, Mr. Sami, and I wish you best of luck to both of you guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Emery. Thank you very much.
And guys, if they can do it, I am willing to make sure you can become the next program management professional. Mr. Sami, what is the number here? 85, 86?
85. 85. Mr. Emery is 85.
PgMP. This is our success. Thank you very much, Mr. Emery.
I think you will hit 100 soon.
Inshallah.
Yes.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you.